is Wednesday night skill building, and my name is Debbie Barnett. For those of you who have not met me in Zoom person, do we say that's in person officially? I guess so. Tonight is all about helping us build our Mahjong skills and put as much strategy into our game as possible, or at least anything that comes up during a game. Keep our skills alive, even if you are a regular player. I know I'm always learning something new. It's amazing how many new things come up in this game. And I think the more players that are joining us, the more situations are popping up, because boy, are there some crazy questions that get asked on my Ask the Mahjong Teacher site. It's really amazing. But I'm thrilled to be here tonight. Okay, so the way it works tonight, for those of you that are new, is I play against my friendly bots. Sometimes they're not so friendly, but I got to get along with everybody, don't I? So I do play against the bots, who are very fierce competitors, and I like that because it makes me stay on my toes. Even if I don't win, and you guys have seen me, some nights I don't get a game in. I get close, but man, somebody else mahjongs before me. So it's really not about winning all the time, because we can't win every game. We can only win 25% every game. We have a 25% chance of winning, but it's really about how you end up. Did you feel good about the direction you were going in, and how many tiles or how close you were to mahjong? We just don't want to be stumbling through this game and feeling like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. And this is so frustrating, because you're not going to enjoy the game if that's the case. So I do have some very good strategies and a very good process for everybody to get themselves in a very organized manner when they get their tiles in and figure out what direction we want to go in. I do like to mention a few things that come up during the weeks, and I did read, and I might have mentioned this last week, but I did read, an instructor had said that when they teach, they only teach a student to pick one hand from the beginning, and that's it. Don't necessarily agree with that, but of course it's just my opinion. I really am a firm believer that if you teach someone how to play the game properly to begin with, they're not going to struggle trying to break a habit that they formed. Habits are very, very challenging. And I think with most games, you don't learn it this way, and then we'll teach you the right way. So Mahjong is all about flexibility. The more you can keep your eye on, the more chances you are going to have of winning. Do I expect you to see every little thing that I see as a newer player? Absolutely not. But if you see two things, it's better than one. If you can see three things, it's better than two. You're just going to maximize your potential to make mahjong. Even if, like I said, you don't win, it's going to help you get closer to something, and you'll feel good about the results, even if you don't make a mahjong. So this is I Love Maj. Now, while I'm playing during the game, you're going to feel free to put in the Zoom chat any questions that you have that come up, because I don't want you to wait and have to talk about it later. So please feel free, put it in chat. Why did I do that? What do I mean by that? And that way I can stop and explain it right then and there, because there might be times I use some terminology that I'm used to using and I forget to explain exactly what I'm talking about. Feel free to just say, hey, what do you mean by that? And that's fine. Also, I love it when you guys help me with hand suggestions. But as usual, I will ask that you refrain from quickly typing in your hand suggestions until I'm done looking at everything and you think, oh, I think maybe I'd like to suggest that hand. Maybe Debbie didn't see that one. So please feel free. Now, I do take votes from you guys at times, and sometimes you're really good about giving me those answers, and other times I have to really nudge you. As it's fun to see because there are situations where you could go one of two ways. We don't know. One way is going to work, the other way is not going to work, and vice versa. But it's fun for me to take a vote, and then I usually will go with the majority rules. And that's fun to see if we can make it happen that way. So briefly, I want to just talk about I Love Maj. This is a wonderful site to get to learn the card, to get to know the hands. Hanging out in the exercise room is probably the best thing that you could do for yourself after you've learned the game. This site is so intuitive and the exercise room is brilliant. So you're going to learn hands to make on the card. You're going to be able to practice the Charleston. You're going to be able to play what hand is that, which is identifying what hand your opponents are playing based on their exposures, and a couple of other fun word games. I do encourage you not to play Mahjong unless you know how to play the game Wordle. Because if you don't know how to play Wordle, I have found out that it is very confusing to someone who doesn't understand the Wordle concept. And I didn't understand it at the first time I played it. And I was like, wait a minute, what do you mean that's not a hand? Okay, well, it was looking for a different answer, basically. But again, it could be very confusing to a newer player. So the first three exercises, absolutely fabulous for a new player. The last two, I think are a little bit more advanced. So I would definitely hold off on those until you're playing a little more advanced than beginner level. All right, now the game Launchpad is where I play against the bots, talk through the whole thing from beginning to end. And if you're not a subscriber to I Love Maj, you like what you see, you can use, they'll ask you when you sign up, do you have a promo code? You can use my initials DB for Debbie Barnett and get an extra week to try it out for free. Don't sign up if you're not playing already. So if you're a brand new player and you haven't yet learned, wait until you learn and then sign up so you take advantage of those 3 weeks. Okay. I think that I've said enough right now, and I am going to start. And let's see, I just want to see, Mary Ellen is from Tallahassee. You already told me that. Hope to join you. Yeah, I certainly hope so. Next January is the big 3-day conference, MahJongg conference, with lots of fun, lots of surprises, and I really am hoping to meet a lot of new people at the event. All right. When you are playing here as a new player, you can play just for fun. It won't record your wins and losses. Once you are playing and you want to have your statistics recorded, you could go to the official game. The just for fun has an enable practice mode. I am not keen on it myself because I want you guys to use your own brain to think about the hands. It also does list hands, suggested hands based on the number of tiles toward Mahjong. Sometimes there could be a much more difficult hand with one more tile in it than another hand that makes way more sense. If you're not at the stage where you know how to keep track of both things, you might be aiming toward that one hand only, and then it may not work out for you. So just be careful if you do use it. It's kind of a crutch, I feel like. So use it in the beginning, and if you think it's working out for you, once you're feeling more comfortable, just unclick enable practice mode. The other thing is when you have enable practice mode, you cannot see the discards on the table. You have to click a counter to see how many tiles have gone out. And that kind of confuses my brain. I'm just saying, I don't know why, but it does. All right, the bots have 3 levels: beginner, which is standard, intermediate, advanced. Fabulous that they have the bots at different levels. The intelligence built in is absolutely amazing. And uh, I'm going with intermediate. If you want to do standard, you'll make more mahjongs for sure. But just know that those standard level bots do make, I don't know if I want to call them mistakes, but they'll make choices that aren't the smartest choices. They make choices that, if I'm teaching a student online or in person, I'm not going to say to the student, "Oh yeah, go ahead and pass flowers during the Charleston. You could pass pears, no big deal." I will say avoid passing flowers and definitely pears if you can help it. So with that said, I'm going to click on launch the game. And here, if you're new to it, say no, because otherwise you'll get invited to a live game. If somebody sees that you clicked yes, they get an alert saying that you're playing and looking for a game. So we don't want to do that while we're in a teaching mode tonight. That is for sure. Okay, just a quickie. I say this time of the year quite a bit. I feel like a broken record with that, but we're going to have the 2026 card coming out soon, and it doesn't default to the new card. Make sure you come in and change it, or you're going to be one of those that emails me and says, "Why wasn't this a Mah Jongg?" And I'm going to email you back and say, "Because it's on, the hand is on last year's card." And you're like going to be like, "Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Now quickly, somebody said, how do I get a free week with my name? Oh, it'll ask you when you sign up, and it's never big, those promo code areas, but it says, do you have a promo code? And you'll click on that and you'll put in DB for Debbie Barnett, uppercase D, uppercase B. And that's how you do that. Okay, we're already in the 2025 card. Timer is really a great thing to use whenever you want to use it. This will help you gauge how long it's taking you to make a decision when a tile is discarded. So on the long end, it would be 10 seconds. On the short end, 4 seconds. Understanding that during different parts of the game, we all need a little extra time. If that happens, there's a pause button there. The two vertical lines that represent the pause. So try it out. It's a good thing in a way to help you speed your game up. Now we're going to keep it off because I don't want to have to think about a pause button while I am doing the skill building. Okay, these are themes and different tiles you could pick and all that, so you can look in there if you want.
First Charleston.
And now I am here. I just want to make sure my audio is at the maximum sharing quality. I usually can't do that until I get going with the game, which is done, fine. So we have our tiles here, and this is how, when we picked our tiles in, this is how they ended up on our rack. And I like to clean them up initially and just sort them by suit. They don't stay that way long, but this is just the way that I like to sort my tiles. You could do it by rank, you could do it by suit. I've always done it by suit. I teach to do it by suit. I guess there's no big deal if you want to do it by rank, but I've never quite done it that way or ever thought about doing it that way. All right, when we look at these tiles, I want you to focus first on your multiples, because more often than not, your multiples are going to be your strength. There are occasions, because there is nothing set in stone with this game, where we start out with one multiple, and by the time we've gone through a few Charleston passes, all of a sudden that multiple is not helping us in any way, and we have to break it up. But most of the time it does help. So when I say start out with your multiples, get used to putting those multiples at the top of the rung there. Don't leave them in the middle, because I want you to be organized enough where you start seeing the different sections of the card and eventually the different hands. So right now I have a pair of 4 cracks and I have a pair of 6 bams. And what I think of is 4 and 6 are even numbers. So the first thing I'm going to think of is collecting even numbers. And I'll put them together with the suits as well, because in every category, the groupings are in suits. So I like to do that. It helps me quite a bit. So that's really nice. I'm happy with that right now. And now I'm going to continue to think about what else this could be. If I had a soap or if I get a soap, I have 3 5s. So that would be something interesting because you see, I've got 3 5s and a 2, but nothing else. So do I really want to bother with those 5s right now? Maybe not. But let's continue on. Let's still concentrate on our evens. And within the evens, we have a bit of like numbers with 6s here. And remember that like number category, whatever number you choose, you have to use it throughout the entire hand. Okay? All right. It's not an odd category, so we don't have to think about odds. 369, it could be 369. Maybe I'll keep the 3. We'll see. I'll put that over there. So I've got some 6s, and those, I call those crossover categories because you've got 2 odds and you've got an even. And so you could use, sometimes keep an eye on both things. Now, what else can I do? If I'm not going to keep the 2025 in mind, which I'm really not, because it would weaken my position of those really pretty pairs right there. What I would do is, and I like to look at the consecutive run, unless there is something like really like just pops right out me from the get-go. I like to circle back to that after I've considered everything else, just because I don't want to focus only on consecutive run, and I know a lot of newer players do, and sometimes they focus on it, but they don't focus on it utilizing all of the suits. They try and just collect one suit, and sometimes they give up other things because all they're doing is collecting one suit. And then luck, you may be lucky in Mahjong once in a while, but it's going to be pure luck. It is not going to be from skill. So let's say I decided to keep the 5 because the 5 is within a range of consecutive numbers. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. So now if I'm going back, let me move that guy up here. I'm going back and I'm actually considering maybe I need to keep the 5s, but not for the 2025. But maybe I would like to keep the 5s because 5 and 6, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, those connect. And I always think of 4 to 5 numbers that I can connect. And in the beginning, I don't necessarily think like, well, what hand? I got to pick a hand. Which one is it? Which one? No, I don't do that. Right now, I'm just a tile collector, believe it or not. All I'm doing is collecting tiles just to figure out which ones I don't want to keep. So for this one right now, and I mean, even the 7 would be nice to keep because 4, 5, 6, 7, I mean, potentially that could be something that could work out, but I can't keep every single thing here. So I'm going to have to get rid of 3 tiles. I would like to keep the 5s for right now and see what happens. Now, this is a really pretty pass. It's odd category tiles. It is a very pretty pass, but I don't want to focus solely on worrying about what I give my opponent and give up something that I don't want. Even if I decided, well, maybe I'll keep the 7 and get rid of 1, 5, it's still going to be odd category. So no matter what, I'm in a dilemma and I got to pass it. And I just hope Wes is not collecting all of these tiles. If he is, oh well, hopefully not. I don't know for those players that have been playing for a long time, how many times do you pass something and you say, "Oh, this is a beautiful pass," and then your opponent looks at it and says, "Yeah, if I was, you missed me all around," or "Yeah, if I was going that way," right? So that's the deal with that. So we're going to go ahead and just get rid of this right now. You see, even three I like. I even like 3, 4. I mean, I see so many different tiles that I want to keep right now that my head is kind of spinning here. But we can't keep it all. So we'll start out with this and let's see what direction it takes us. Of course, we got more odds, but now I do see things have changed a bit because now I see 6, 7, 8, 9 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So right now, just by getting in 2 tiles in that pass, I now have a part of two. Actually, I have a piece of each grouping in 2 hands. Consecutive run, line number 1 on the right side. That's 1B. And I also have the second one, pung kong, pung kong, pung kong, pung kong, or pung kong, pung kong. 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. Line 2A also is right there. Now, I do see other things that could be fun. Is the pair is here, the floating pair hand, second from the bottom in consecutive run is a possibility. And I have 1, 6 right there. So all of that is even the beginnings of that hand, second from the bottom. So this is kind of pretty. So now I have to decide what I'm going to get rid of. Now, I am recognizing that the 2 is kind of feeling like a little bit of an odd guy out right now to me, but I'm wondering, do I need to keep an eye on those 4s still? And if I wanted to keep an eye on the 4s, right there, I've got a 3 suit run, and that would be consecutive run line 3B, B meaning the right side. So we'll call A the left side, B the right side. And yeah, I'm missing flowers. I know a lot of the beginners look at this and they're like, but I need 4 flowers. Well, yeah, you need 4 flowers. You need 2 more 4s. You need another 5. You need 2 more 6. We're not going to have everything to begin with. There's no way we're going to have everything. That's why we have 152 tiles. Well, 99 after the deal out. So we have a lot of tiles to go through, and we hope that we're going to get jokers and some other good stuff. What else maybe would I keep? I really am feeling like the 2 dot is kind of an outlier here. If I got a 2 crack, then I would even be considering the line number 1B in 2, 4, 6, 8, the 2 suit, 2, 4, 6, 8, and that would be pretty. But I don't have that right now, but I see that as a possibility for sure. So let us put this back like this for right now. And I think, let's see, I don't want to get rid of the 5 crack either, because I also see my pung kong in 2 suits right here, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's really pretty. So I think it's going to be the 6 that will enable us, because that second from the bottom consecutive run hand is it is a fun hand to make, but it is challenging to get those 2 kongs on the end, especially if I don't have them all right now. I have to make a decision, which of them would I prefer? And I certainly would prefer something with pungs and kongs if I could work it out. They're easier. Pungs are easier to make than kongs. But this would be what I think I'm going to do. Look, I've got a lot of little pieces of a lot of stuff right now. I mean, literally some really nice options. That's what I want. So what do I have? I have 4, 5, 6, 7, my 2 suit run. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8, 9, my 1 suit run. Same hand, 1 and 2 suits 1 and 1, and line 1B 5 through 9, and line 3B, the mixed suit run right there. So you see, I know the card. You will know the card. Practice in the exercise room. That's all I can say. I don't know any better way to learn the card. Exercise number 1, put the hands together. Look at what's in parentheses. Make sure that you use flexibility when you are looking at the different tiles. And Oh, okay, no, somebody just had to sign out quickly for something. That is the key. The key is make sure that you are able to read what's in the parentheses and understand that the hand is not made just as you see it. So practice it, practice making it multiple ways. That's going to help you get familiar. Okay, here we go. All right, now I got a 5 dot. So for my mixed suit run, I now have the pair, which is the hardest part of that hand to make. That's nice. And I also got in, oh God, have to love Wednesday nights because I am put in this seat to have challenging situations come up just for you guys. All right, there we go. We've got 5 through 9, and we have 4, 5, and 6 right there. Two very pretty hands going on. In addition to our pun kong, which is stronger now on this end, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, this is a first left. And I also have 4, 5, 6, 7. But I think because I got the pair of 9s in, I'm going to choose to keep this whole run here, which gives me flexibility for the 5 through 9 or the 6, 7, 8, 9. It gives me the ability to do the 4, 5, 6. Maybe what I'm going to do is a blind pass, which is nice to utilize at times. I don't always get in a tile that's going to direct me, but that's what I'm hoping to accomplish right now, is just to see if I get one more thing in to help guide my way. So I'll do it for right now, but we're going to have to make a decision, which is right now. Okay. All right. Would you like to continue the Charleston? I have several things that I could be playing. Would I stop the Charleston? No, I would not stop the Charleston. I am going to make a decision, and I'm going to go for what I think is going to give me the most flexibility. So in this case, I'm going to continue. If I had one hand, one strong hand, and the 3 tiles that I had sitting in my hand, were not, there was one of those I didn't want to pass. Maybe it was a flower, or maybe I had a pair or something like that. And then I might stop it. But if I don't have one good hand, or I have 3 tiles to pass, I am going to continue. Let's do that because I
Second
end
Charleston.
up looking at 12, up to 12 additional tiles. So, all right, what am I going to keep and what am I going to get rid of here? All right, let's take a look. So, what? 5 through 9 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It gives me 2 things there to keep an eye on, which is very nice. I may get a tile back at the end, so I'm not going to break up the 5 dots, because if I ended up getting a tile, the 4, let's say I passed the 4 crack, if I end up getting it back at the end, then I can keep track of it as well, the mixed suit run. And that does happen quite a bit. You do get tiles back. So I'm going to keep the 5 dots because that's the pair part of that mixed suit run. And I'm going to try this. Nothing else came in at this point, so I am going to continue on with these 3 tiles. And I did get an 8, so that's very nice. So it's really looking like 5 through 9 or 6, 7, 8, 9 is going to be the way we're going. And I am going to do only 2 tiles. I'm not going to pass the 4 out because I don't want the 4 to maybe go over to Agatha, who I gave the 4 to, and she ends up with 2 4s. So that stuff I think about is a little bit more advanced to be able to keep track of what's going in and what's coming out in the Charleston, but eventually you will be able to do that. And I don't want to break up the 5 right now, even though I don't think that's going to be my hand at all, but it's a brand new tile, and I do not like to give brand new tiles out toward the end of the Charleston. So I'm going to just move these down here at the end for right now. And I'm going to just do 2. And let's see if there's anything I want to keep there for any reason, and I don't think so.
Courtesy pass.
Okay, and I'm going to do 2. All right, and I got red back, I got the 7 back. Nothing that's going to float my boat, that's for sure. But let's talk a little bit about prioritizing our discards. I think that's very important. It's not something that a newer player is going to do, but certainly I want to talk about it so that when you're ready to be adding these things in, you can. I like to discard anything that came back to me at the end of the Charleston first, because very often a player was hoping that they would have gotten a tile back and they didn't get it back. So getting tiles out early that your opponents may need in all situations during the beginning and middle game, all the way up almost until like through halfway through the end game even, you want to get tiles out. You don't want to hold tiles, because when you hold tiles back that you think somebody needs, you actually are sabotaging your own ability to make Mahjong. And if you say to yourself, well, why? I don't get that. Why am I sabotaging? Because every round that you hold a tile you think your opponent needs, you're giving them the opportunity during that next round to pick in another tile that makes their hand stronger. And at some point, you may end up, your hand builds beautifully, and all of a sudden you've been holding on to this one tile. Then it's going to give Mahjong. So early, the better. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the 7 and the red and get those out first. I mean, to me, the red is a little more of a priority than not, but I know it came in and went out, so probably not going to be needed, but we'll get it out anyway right now. And
Red.
go
6
from there.
crack. Call north.
We have an early call, and of course, one of those came from me, for sure. One of those 6 cracks.
Soap.
Okay, I'm going to do the
7
7
crack.
first.
8
Now, I
crack.
know a 1 went around, so I definitely will get that baby out. If you can remember stuff that you know went around, why not?
East.
Now, I'm
8
not
crack.
worrying about which hand. Is it 5 through 9, line 1B? Is it 6, 7, 8, 9, pun line 2A? I don't know. Because what if I pick several, flowers and this thing changes completely to something else? I just don't know. I'm not going to stress over picking a particular hand. And what if I get some greens and I end up playing line 5? I don't know. I have discards. I'm going to just collect my tiles and relax while I'm doing it. And just get out anything that's not on the table is my
1
first
crack.
priority.
9 crack.
Fresher tiles out, the better.
1 dot. 4 crack.
Of course, we love those jokers. And I will do
9
the 9
dot.
dot.
9 crack. 2 crack. Soap.
Okay, now the 1 went out already. That was one of the ones, the pair that I broke up. I'm pretty sure that's probably it. I'm just going to get it out, even though the 8 is fresher and the 5s are a pair. So I want to talk a little bit about that. I just want to get the 4 out. Not that it matters because it's
4
going to go out
crack.
quickly
8 dot.
anyway. Oh, there's an 8 dot.
2 dot. 8 crack.
Okay, I do remember the 2. The 2 went out during the Charleston. It was one of the tiles I got in a little bit later in the game, so I'm going to get that out.
2 bam. 3 bam. Call. 4 bam.
Okay, we have a pung, another pung here, 3 bams. And the 2 dot was out, the 8's out, and the 5's. Now, when you have pairs of something, you can hold them for a while. And I didn't talk about this, and I should have. But when we start the game, after the deal, you have 99 tiles here. If you break it out into thirds, you can think of the game in thirds: begin game, middle game, end game. And definitely the begin game and middle game, those are times when you're not having to think too much about what you get out, other than getting out the freshest tiles possible. It's in the end game that we start having to think more, make more decisions, and even toward the like halfway through that end game, that's when you really have to start talking about, am I going to give up on my hand or am I going to take chances? Those, we'll see if that happens today in any of the games. But in any event, I can hold the 5's for a little bit. I'll probably get that out somewhere. Once we get to 66 tiles, we'll be starting the middle game. I won't hold them too long, but my idea of holding them is to get joker bait. If I throw a 5 and one of my opponents needs the 5's, I'm hoping they're going to put it up with a joker and I'm going to get to do a joker exchange. So
2 dot.
just don't hold
1
them
bam.
too long.
5 bam.
Okay, so the 5 bam is not something I would call. Number one, for the first hand, it's a pair, and I'm not going to necessarily, let's talk about it. If I called it for a pung right now, then I need another tile for the 7 here to call that, one for the 6 and one for the 8. So even though I have one joker, I still have to fill in a lot to call it. My 6, 7, 8, 9 is also not real strong, but it's a little stronger, possibly. Let's see, I can call the 6 and the 8 for that one, for pung kong. For this one, I can call 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't call, like right now, I can call with the joker. But without anything, looking at 6, 7, 8, 9, the 6 is a pung, the 8 is a pung. So that means that hand is more well formed. So I'm not going to rush to get this 5 right now. You got to make sure you don't do something hasty and then you're making your whole position a little bit weaker. So we'll just say ignore.
2
Too early
bam.
right now to call. Okay, so I don't see 3's on the board, so my brain says you better get that baby out quickly.
3 crack. Red. 3 dot. 9 crack.
All right, well, we're going to hold that for a little bit, just because there is a hand that does use the green, so we can hold it for a little bit
8 dot.
and see what
East.
happens.
3 crack.
And there's a 5, 7, 9 hand, but that would do away with the 6's and 8's, so that
4
would
dot.
not be too smart. All right, that has made my hand even a little bit stronger. Chances are I'm not going to be going with the green. So now, let's just say if another 5 bam went out, 5, 6, 7, 8, it would look like this as far as what I could call, or it could be this, but the 7 is a pung. So I would hope not to have to use the joker there, because if the 8 bam goes out, that's a 4, that's a kong. I need it more there. So I think in terms of that, I just want to get one more pick in to be able to make a decision. But it definitely got a little bit stronger. I don't really think I'm going to need the green. I'm going to get rid of it now, especially since there aren't any, and I didn't even see any in the Charleston.
Green. 1 crack. 7 crack. North.
Oh, wouldn't you know it?
Green. 1 crack.
That's funny.
2 dot. 3 crack.
Okay, I'm going to do the 5. Let's see if somebody grabs it and puts up a joker. Maybe. You never know.
5 dot. 5 dot.
Nope.
4 dot.
Somebody was waiting for me to do it to get it out. That's funny.
Red.
All right, all of the tiles have gone out. So now that I'm going to duplicate everything.
2 crack.
Obviously
5
nothing
dot.
fresh anymore.
Soap. Red. West. 1 dot. Soap. West.
Okay, 1 bam. Yep, that was out too, but that still could be
1
needed.
bam. 8 dot. 4 crack. 2 crack. 8 dot. East. West. South.
All right, no 7 dots on the table. So this is how I think. I better get it out right now, because if I don't, I better hold it up and not throw it at all. Because if I wait any longer, it's going to be somebody's tile, but more likely for Mah Jongg. Now, look, could it be somebody's Mah Jongg? It could be. But it doesn't make any sense to hold that 7 dot and get rid of the 2 and the 5. And then I fill in here, or I call a tile that goes out, and I'm filling in my hand, and I'm letting that 7 dot sit. And then I'm like forced to throw it 3 rounds later. Okay, well, it's going to be a call. I have a feeling. I'm just hoping it's not a Mah Jongg.
7 dot. Call. 9 crack.
Okay. That's what I want. A call and not a Mah Jongg. Now, 3 more rounds or 2 more rounds, that could have been Agatha's Mah Jongg.
North. Green. 1 crack. 8 crack.
Okay, that's very nice.
2 bam. 7 crack. West.
Again, I can still leave that line 1 hand open if I want, because I'm so close to Mah Jongg in that hand. So let's see what it looks like if I did that one. I can call everything. I have a joker for here. I have the jokers for there. It's beautiful. So if I call one item, I could definitely go with that hand, or I could not worry about having to make that pair and just do 6, 7, 8, 9, which I'm 1 tile further away from, but it's a safer hand. So we'll see what
7
happens
crack.
when we get an opportunity to call something. Okay, 3 dot is sounding and looking and everything like a fresh tile as well. It definitely is. 29 tiles left. I'm just into the end game. I don't want to give up my hand. Right now there's 1 here, up here, only 1 out, so it's not totally fresh, but nonetheless, I got to get it out.
3 dot. 4 dot. 7 dot. 6 crack.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9 is the way I should be going. Now I am able to call the 7 bam, I can call the 8 bam or the 9 bam and use the joker in either of the 2 places. This is how you want to have your hand develop. If I get the 5 bam, then I could go with the 5 through 9, but I would have to pull that to make that decision and not go with the 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's
5 dot. 4
continue
dot.
on.
1 dot. 3 dot.
All right, 5 crack. I'm going to pay a lot more attention now. There are no 5 cracks out unless I'm missing it. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 for Agatha, needing 5 cracks. Line number 1B. So my friend Agatha there, that's the only hand that she could be playing. So 5 cracks is definitely her tile. Now, what do you ask yourself at this point? You say, do I have a reasonable chance of winning? There's 21 tiles. So I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I have 5 picks left. Can I win? I can. I definitely can win. I'm very close. Do I want to win? I sure do. I want to win. Do you have the right to take a chance? You do have a right to take a chance. 100%. Do you have a right to break your hand up? Yep. It's your prerogative to break your hand up. Uh, if you're not playing in a game for money, you're going to be more likely to take a chance. If you're playing in a game for money, you might play more defensively. But I honestly could say that most, even advanced players, would take a risk and throw it, hoping that Agata calls it for an exposure and not for Mahjong. Because with three other players, I have two jokers. We're hoping that there's jokers spread amongst them, and maybe it's going to be a call. Well, I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to just be very happy for Agata if she makes Mahjong. But my hand is so darn pretty. And I don't like to put my jokers inside there. It does confuse me. So here we go.
5 crack. Call. 6 dot.
Okay. So that's what I wanted, obviously, for it not to be a Mahjong. Now there's three exposures up. If I were playing with my friends, we'd play for money, and I would get a slap on the wrist if I gave Mahjong, and I'd have to pay for the table. Certainly, Now, Agata needs one BAMs or 9 dots. Let's see what's out there. How many? So we've got, I know there were two 1 BAMs, one here and one here. 1 9 dot out only. So don't know what these other guys got in their hand.
Call. 3 dot.
Okay, we got another call. And for the 2 6s, the two pungs of sixes, that could be line number 4, 2 4 6 8. It can be any like numbers line 2 if they have all of the 6 BMs. So I'm going to take a quick look at the board. I have the 6 BMs, so it's definitely not line number 2 because you have to have all 4 of those to be able to split those into a pair. And it could be what else? 2 pungs of sixes. Not a thing. So that's what it is now. Line number 4. If I'm missing something, put it in chat.
Green.
Oh, golly. Joe, may I have your joker, please? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Double click on the joker.
Joker swap.
Magically goes into our hand. Now, I am going to discard the 5 BAM, and that will enable me to Mahjong on the 7 BAM, the 8 BAM, or the 9 BAM, or by pulling another joker, or by doing a joker exchange. I've got multiple ways to make a Mahjong. If I don't make it, it was not because I didn't play a skilled game. It's because I just wasn't as lucky as the player that makes it. Period. The end. But here we go, and we'll send this out.
5 BAM. Joker swap. East. 5 BAM.
It's funny.
2 crack.
And the 1 dots, I don't see those also. Oh, one went out there. Okay.
1 dot. South. 6 dot. Call. 3 crack. 2 dot. 1 BAM.
Now, there are 3 1 BAMs out. So somebody risked putting that 1 BAM out, and I am assuming that I'm trying to see who did that. I just got in the north. So I just pulled, who was it? Would it have been Agata breaking up her hand? Well, whatever it is, obviously they either had the other 1 BAM, and I think it might have been Agata, but I'm not sure.
North. 1 BAM.
Yeah. Oh no, West just got rid of it, knowing that Agata's hand is dead. By the way, you can call a hand dead by clicking on the skeleton, the skull right here. I'm not going to do it.
5 BAM.
I should though. Those
South.
5 BAMs. Oh, I haven't seen a flower the entire game. What a pity to get this right now. Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for line 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, Joe needs four. I got to pay more attention to who's throwing what next time because that might give me some more clues. He needs flowers. None are out. Hopefully he's got them. I'm hoping he needs those singles, a single one, 2, 4, 6, 8, the singles up front. Uh, those jokers for Wes are not available because Joe's got them. Darn, three jokers. I've got three jokers. That's six. One showing for Agatha. That's seven. Okay, this would not be the time to throw a flower. This would be the time to break up your hand. Is it sad? It is very, very sad. But you would not risk throwing the only flower that is seen on the board. So it's sad. It's sad. So what do we discard? We discard our jokers first. Why do we do our jokers? Because our jokers are the safest tiles possible to do. There are, when did Randy say that? My husband said there are three 2BMs. Oh, three 2BMs on the table. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that. Um, I knew I married him for one reason or another. I love you, honey. Three 2BMs on the table, which means that Joe's hand is also dead. No, what other hand can he be playing? Oh, right, there's one 2BM left. So his hand isn't dead. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 2BM. What about 4BMs? Those are not out at all. No, one there, one out, 2, 4. What about 6BMs? I have three. Is there another one out? Nope. Wow. And what about 8BMs? I have two. So that means, yeah, he still has a chance. Son of a gun. Well, nonetheless, I'm breaking my hand up. Uh, I don't want to, but I got to.
Joker. 4 crack. 2 bam.
Yep.
9 dot.
Yep, exactly. Oh my God. What are the chances now? So I am safe. I'm not safe because of Wes. We don't know what Wes is playing. We don't know what Wes is playing at all. But if he has four flowers, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, I'm just gonna play it
Joker.
safe.
South. 3 bam. Wall game.
Oh, so sad. So Joe had three flowers. He broke up his hand. It says it right here. And Agatha broke up her hand. So he was playing what? Oh yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. For a second, it looked like he was playing that line two, which it could have looked like line two of any like numbers as well, the way it was sitting there. Um, let's see, Agatha was doing the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Of course, her hand went dead. And Wes, consecutive run line 4, he broke his hand up as well. He was playing the three singles up front, 3, 4, 5, 6.7 BM. But it was not coming into, looked a little bit of a mess because he was, I think, holding all three of those 4BMs. Wait a minute, consecutive run line 4. Sorry, he was playing the same hand that Agatha was playing. Consecutive run line 4. Yeah. So he needed those 4BMs. Oh my God. What a crazy game. Okay, so taking a look at this and the way we turned out, my hand came in really pretty. It looks like I was in a better position than my opponents here. And I'm not, I wish I'd like to win. Of course, we all like to win, but I'm okay because I think it came in very pretty. So I'm not too upset about it. So we're going to start again.
First Charleston.
And now I have no jokers. So we're going to see if I have any multiples. And the only multiple that I have right now are my wins, my east. So, I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything with my wins necessarily, but we'll stick them down here for a moment. I like to keep them on the right initially just so I can work with my suit tiles. So let me go ahead and separate these into evens and odds since I have no multiples. That will help me get into a better direction, at least to start with. So I have certainly more odd numbers. So that's what I think I'm going to do. And even the 6 could work out with 3, 6, 9. I think I'm going to do this initially and see how things work out. So I'm keeping odd numbers, the 6 for 3, 6, 9. And I did get another 9 and another odd here. And let's see. Okay, so I have to break it down a bit because I have to decide which way I'm going to go. When I look at that category, and again, when you practice in the exercise room, you're going to start being familiar. I know line 5 has flowers, a punga flowers, single tiles, followed by 2 kongs, and either one suit on the left side or 2 suits, 3 suits rather, on the right side. So that is something that could happen, even maybe worth keeping all the suits, all the same suit, 5, 7, 9. I am going to get rid of the 1. 3, 6, 6, 9. I'm going to keep that 6 crack for a little bit. And then we'll see what comes in, because that 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 category, boy, I would like to use those flowers. And I do have like numbers with 9s as well. Right here, 9 BMs in the 9. 1, 9, 10. 1 plus 9 equals 10. Probably not. Probably not. Now I got another 9. And I've got the 5. So let's see about the mixed suit run. I mean the mixed suit 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line number 1B. We would need 1, 3 crack, 5 dot, 7 and 9 bam. Got a little bit of it going on, not much. My poor flowers would not be working out. I definitely don't want to get rid of that. This is a tough decision. What am I going to get rid of here? I think I'll give up on the 3, 6, 9 category. And I do have a blind pass ability. If I were to do like numbers with 9s, I kind of want to keep this green. So now I'm wondering if I even worry about that 1, 3, 5. Well, look, I've got this now. No, that's the wrong suit. I'm thinking 5, 7, 7, 9, 5, 7, 7, 9. Oh, golly. I definitely need this. I'm thinking the 7 crack might be the least important tile if I want to do a blind pass right now to help me give some direction. Why is the 7 not as important? For me, if I go 1, 3, 5 single, starting out with the punga flowers, 1, 3, 5 single, and I get in 7 dots, then it would be 7 dot 9 BAMs. If I do the mixed suit line 1B, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, I need 1 and 3 crack. I've got the 5 dot. I need 7 and 9 BAMs. I don't think the 9 I don't think the 7 is as important. And I just want to keep the 9s for like numbers. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Anything come in to help me out? Yeah, one more like number. One more like number. So for line 1 of any like numbers, this is what I have right here. That's not bad. What can we get rid of if I continue? Because we can't keep everything. What could we keep as a backup? So 1, 3, 5, 1, 3. Nope, we got to break it up. So I'm not so upset about the like numbers if I do switch to that and commit, because I can keep track of all 3 hands. So that gives me 3 chances. And the second line in that category, that hand is a little more challenging. But if I happen to get that 9 bam, then I could go for that hand. So I am going to continue because I don't have just one hand. I just don't have one hand.
Second Charleston.
And it's just not, I think I'm going to keep the 5 dots for now and hope and pray that I don't get, if I got 3 tiles in and had to pass those 5 dots, I don't think that's going to happen, but I want to try to keep them if I can. Okay, nothing. Now, what would I want to keep if I want to keep any of this, but I can't? So 5, 7, 7, 9. Nope. Nope. I'm good. Okay. All right. I think I'll do this and try to get the most out of my hand. I'm hoping I get one more 9.
Courtesy pass.
No. Okay, so I will keep the 7. I was hoping to get the 7, so I could explain to you why. Not that it's strong, but if I did get 7 dots, I would keep the 7 dots for the pung kong, line 2B. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 5 dot, 7 dot, 7 bam, 9 bam. I would keep that. That's why I did want to hold those 5 dots. I had those 5 dots before, remember? Interesting. So I'm going to do 2 here. I need a little help because I definitely need, I could have looked at singles and pairs even, but there wasn't anything that I really felt too strongly about in there. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 hand is challenging in that singles and pairs. So I need to have a little more to think about that one. So
Flower. 1 bam.
Oh, well, we're going to get rid of the 2 first, and then we'll do the 3.
2 crack. South. 2 bam.
Now it's just a matter
East.
of, am I going to pick some jokers in? Yeah, I am.
3 crack. Call. East.
Okay, that's good. I like to get them out early. All right, I will keep that for line 3. Any like numbers? We need more. Okay, we need more dragons there.
5 bam. Soap.
So we still have the ability to make line 1, 2, or 3.
3 dot.
2 soaps are out, 2 more chances for me to pick a soap in if I want to use that 9 in the position of the Kong. If not, I might have to use the 9 crack. We'll just
7 crack.
That's for line 1. Okay, let's see, we'll do 3 dot.
3 dot. West. 5 crack.
Still holding the 5 and 7s there for a little bit.
South. West. 5 bam. 5 crack. Green.
Okay. All right, now I am going to get rid of my 5s and 7s. So I did get my 9 crack, and the hand is very pretty. I am a little concerned about the 9 dot because I got to get that pair. If I were to get the 9 crack, I would want to use that for the pair, but I need the soap. So it's, it's looking good, but it's got a little challenge in it. So let's see what happens here.
7 bam, 6 bam, 1 crack,
Now we're
4
at
dot,
76 tiles, so we're still in the begin game. We get to 66, we're in the middle game. Oh, how pretty is that? Well, at least I know that nobody probably needs them, and if somebody needs them, you could put them up with lots of jokers. Have at it.
5 dot, 1 bam, 6 crack, 2 bam,
Okay.
3 crack, west, 6 dot, 6 crack,
Okay, no 8s are out, so I will get that out.
8 crack, 8 dot, 8 crack, 8 dot,
And no 4s are out. That's got to go now.
4 crack, call, 3 bam,
Okay, that's what I want to happen. I don't want to hold it and then have Agatha call Mah Jongg on me.
call, east,
Oh, we've got Joker exchange here with the 4 crack and with the 3 bam.
8 bam,
Maybe I'll get it.
2 bam,
No, I did not. Okay, so Agatha's got a pung and a conga. So what is she playing? She's playing 1, 2, 3, 4 in 1 suit or 2 suits. She's playing 3, 4, 5, 6 in 1 suit or 2 suits. Is there anything else that she could be playing? I don't think so. So, well, it's just a matter of what it is. Is it the 1 dot she needs? Maybe not, because there's already 2, 3 dots out.
1 dot, call, 4 dot,
Ah, my friend Wes needed it. And since there's 3 bams up, hopefully Agatha wasn't playing 1, 3, 1, 2. No, she doesn't need that. No, actually, she doesn't need this. She didn't need the, what was I thinking? Oh, the 1 was it, not the 3. Okay, never mind. I was getting myself confused here.
6 crack, 7 bam,
Alrighty, so with Wes is playing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 dot, 3, 4, bam. And it could be 1, 3, 3, 5, line 2B. So either line 2B consecutive run, line 2A, 1, 3, 3, 5. Is there anything else there? 1, 3. Nope, I don't think so. Okay. And let's get this out.
6 bam, east, 1 bam, green,
Interesting.
5 dot, 8 crack,
Of course, we don't need all of these guys, so we're just holding on to them right now just to see if we do end up going with line 3. We may get another red, who knows? Both the greens are out.
9 crack,
Well, I certainly can't call that. No way, no how. Because I need 4 for line 1. Line 2 would be risky to call it without having my 4 of a kind to be able to split into the 2. And I can't call it for line 3 because it's a concealed hand.
8 bam,
And that's the way it goes. So
5 dot, 8 crack, 1 bam, 5 dot,
okay, so this could be Agatha's tile, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is 1 6 out, but if I want to try to make my hand 45 tiles, we're not quite into the end game. I will take a chance. What's the big deal?
6 crack, 4 dot, 8 bam, red,
All right, that helps us.
1 dot, 9 crack,
All right, now we'll talk about that, baby. All righty. Calling the 9 crack right now. Putting up the 2 jokers, 1 9 crack is out. That gives only one joker exchange for availability. I'm leaving my 9 dot vulnerable there, not having that pair right now. Oh, it's really risky to do that. Really risky. It is risky. I would say no. I would say no right now. As much as I want to call that tile, it is not going to be a smart move when I don't have that pair in my hand right now. Oh, that is crazy. Crazy. Let me just look and see. Let me put it together. Maybe it's not so crazy. Maybe I can take a chance. Hold on. So we're going to, if we call it, we need both of the jokers. All right. So we call that, and then I discard the green or the red. And I got to get one more tile, one more call the 9 bam or do a joker exchange or something. Oh my goodness gracious. It could be worth a risk. So I'm going to ask some of my more advanced players here, vote on it. And of course, YouTube, you know, when you go ahead and start telling me what you want, I won't see it in time because there's like literally like an 8-second delay or more. But tell me, Randy, my hubby, give me some ideas. What do you think? I'll think I should call it, take a chance. I've got one call so far. See, I like that. I like it. Get it right out there. Pass. Randy says call. 3 calls in one pass. 4 calls in one pass. 4-1 so far. 4-2. I just got to pass. You know, it could go my way either way I do it, right? This is where you have to just sometimes just make a decision. If I don't call it, what I do worry about is where's the other 9? Is it all the way at the end of the wall? You know, somebody on Mah Jongg before I even get to it. And that's kind of what makes me say, maybe I should call it. You know, not only am I leaving, if I don't call it, you know, I still need either a 9 dot to cover to be able to call the 9s, and then I would need a soap for that if you know, it's just, no matter what, I'm in a crazy position. I'm going to call it. I'm going to try it. Let's see how it turns out. Okay.
Call. Green. 8 dot.
Let's see.
5 crack. 5 bam.
You guys won out. Oh, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Son of a gun. I got to take a chance. Now or never is really how they say it in this game. Now or never, or at least that's how I say it.
2 dot call. 7
I
crack.
figured that. All right.
3 dot.
I just need one
Joker
more
swap. 4 bam.
exchange. Oh, what is with me with the flowers? What is with me with the flowers? Now I cannot. Well, the only good news is I know Wes and Agatha doesn't need it. One flower is out. I'm going to take a chance.
Flower. 5 crack.
It worked
6
out.
dot. Red.
Ooh, okie dokie. Okie dokie. So this did work out very, very nicely.
Red.
I
7
now am
bam.
set to call Mah Jongg on a 9 bam, pick in a 9 bam, do a joker exchange in several places. Again, my hand is really pretty. It paid off to take that risk.
Soap.
Will I be able to get that tile?
Joker swap. Mah Jongg.
No. Somebody beat me to it. Boop, boop. All right. So that's okay. Again, I didn't get it. I'm playing against really competitive players. You know, sometimes you sit there every day, just one away, one away, one away, and you don't get it before someone else. That's where the luck comes in at the end. All of the building the hand in the beginning, that's all the strategy part. And then it's in the luck gods, let's put it that way. So, and I did have Janet watching on YouTube. Did say call the 9 too. So the call definitely outweighed the pass in that vote. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Wes and Agatha were playing the same hand, one with the 1 suit, pong kong, and Wes with the 2 suit. And Joe, north and south with 7s. Yeah, those north and souths were not out. And of course, we know what I was playing. So, and it tells you right underneath what they were playing, which is nice. You could look and see.
First
All
Charleston.
right. Oh, I'm starting again with no jokers. All right. Well, let's move our east and west down here for a moment. And let's move our dragon, our 4s right up front. And we're going to work off of our 4s, just like we did the first time we had those evens. So we've got our evens. I'm going to stick together. Not very much right now, right? 4s are not odds, and they're not 3, 6, 9. And oh my goodness, what's left? The consecutive numbers. So we need to keep anything 4, 5, 6, 7, if we can keep it, which we have right here, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll keep as much as we can. Maybe let's keep the east and west for a little bit. Maybe I'll get more east and west and we can play that Winds and Dragon line 6 with the even numbers. The east and west with the even numbers. Line 6, Winds and Dragons. Maybe we'll do that. I don't like to pass my dragons if I can help it, so I think I'll do this for now. Keep everything else. Okay, I got a 4, which is an even, and I got a multiple 7. So does the 4 and 7 connect? It will. If I did 4, 5, 6, 7, it would connect. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 1's going to go. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is really hard to see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So in the consecutive run, there is a hand, line number 4, which I really do like. It's 4, 5, 6, and then the next 2 suits for the next numbers up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be nice to keep a little bit of an eye on. But I think I'm going to break these up. And I really don't want to get rid of, I don't want to do east and west together if I can help it, because that really, if Joe is playing east and west, I've just fed him 2 of them. That I definitely will try to avoid. I even see second hand from the bottom in consecutive with the 7s, which means I'm going to either pass, and I want to keep the red, like numbers with 7s I even see now. I think I'm going to break up the 4. I think that might be my smartest move. Okay, that hand 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, second from the bottom of consecutive run is kind of pretty right there. I don't want to get rid of this either, though. 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa. It looks like I might have to send either the 4 out, even though there's one I sent out, or the red. Darn, darn, darn. No good choice here, and I definitely don't want to get rid of that flower. Not that I may be using it, because I may not, but you never know. 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, even the 7, even the 8 would be nice to keep. But can't keep it all. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. Okay, continue.
Second Charleston.
That's a pretty pass right there too, right? 3, 6, 9. I mean, okay. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. All right, there we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 7. So that's a definite possibility. And along with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, guess what's going? Now I have to pass the red. So what do we have here? Second hand from the bottom, consecutive run. 5 numbers in a row, and the pair is floating, can go in any position. And then we would need the 7s in the opposite suits. I've got the 7 dots, but I would need the 7 cracks. That's one hand. Line number 4, consecutive run. 4, 5, 6, single. It starts with flowers. Flowers, 4, 5, 6 singles, 7s, and 8 crack right there. I got a piece of all of that. That's a hand without any gaps. We're just missing some tiles. All right, that's what I got to do right here. It is a definite. All right, we are going to get these out. Although I kind of want to keep that now because I see another hand. Under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line 2B, 5 bam, 7 bam, 7 dot, 9 dot. I could keep an eye on it. Why not?
Courtesy pass.
Oh, nobody wanted those wins. I'm going to do 2.
9 crack.
And I got that 4 back. Nobody wanted that either.
Soap.
All right. Now again, it's all about the luck of the draw at this point because I've got my several things I can keep an eye on. And the East, of course, East and West went in and out. If I follow suit of what I said, I will get rid of the 1 first. The 4 came back to me. I had that in my hand. So the 1 first.
1 crack. 6 crack. 7 dot.
Okay, too early to call it, but there goes one of my Kongs. I'm going to need a joker to cover that.
Red. Call. 5 crack.
Ooh, somebody liked that red I passed them.
Joker swap. 6 dot.
That's why I don't really like to do that.
East. 3 dot.
I need a lot of help here. Let's see. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This could have been a singles and pairs hand. I don't
West.
like to, unless I really have I do have a good amount, but a lot. I don't like to just focus on one of those because I don't get a lot of teaching
6 crack.
moments in doing that. So, okay. So we'll do the 2 bam, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2 bam. 2 crack. 7 crack. 6 crack.
Okay. 5, 7, 7, 9, 9 cracks.
9 crack. 4 dot. South. 5 dot.
All right, we'll get that out.
4 crack. 5 dot. 3 crack. 4 bam.
I need a couple of jokers, don't I? 7 dot. Wow. I've got these 7s like numbers with 7s, but I got rid of that red.
4 bam. North.
That ship has sailed, huh? Ignore 5, 7, 9.
East. 5 bam. 1 bam. West. Red.
Boy, I need a lot of help.
4
right
dot.
now. Come on and give me some help, please. 5, 7, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. No. I think I'll stick with
8
it the way I
call,
have
8
it.
dot.
All right, that was a good choice not to keep it. Finally, I finally got one tile. Okay, so my flower 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a definite. 5, 7, 7, 9. I think I'll go ahead and well, maybe I'll still keep an eye on that and get rid of the 7. Either way, I've got a
7 crack, 1
couple
crack.
things to keep an eye
7
on.
crack.
I just need some picks.
North.
I'm happy I made that decision with the 7 going out.
4 dot. 9 dot.
Okay.
Green.
Kind of makes up a decision about that 5, 7, 7, 9 a little bit.
5 crack. 2 dot. 9 dot. 3
Even
dot.
more so now.
9 crack.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8. I think there's none out. So there was one out real early. Okay.
6 dot. 7 crack. 5 bam. 1 dot.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I get rid of the 7 crack and I needed it?
Call, east.
Did I get rid of that 7 crack? Or was it discarded? Because there's one out early. I hope I didn't get rid of it.
4 crack. 3 crack.
I think I got rid of that 7 crack, which is not good. Oh my goodness.
9 dot.
I
3
got rid of
bam.
that 7 crack and I needed it.
6 crack. 5 crack.
I did need that.
4
That
bam.
was not
3
smart. So
bam.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh,
5 crack. 3 bam.
4, 4. Okay.
4 crack. 2 bam. 2 bam.
Yep, I
North.
did that hastily thinking like numbers, and I totally forgot about that other hand, thinking of the 7, 8 hand. Darn. We got the 8s there. Okay, so we'll do this one. I have a feeling that the 8 cracks, I got to partner with those.
8 bam. South. 2 dot. South. 3 dot. 3 crack. 9 dot. 3 crack.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do something. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Did we get a 7 out yet? 7 bam, no. 6 there. 5s, 1, 2, 5s. I'm almost wondering if I should keep this option here or not. I just have a feeling those 8 cracks, I have a partner there, which kind of means that if I keep holding on to it, it's going to be even riskier. Because we're at 29 tiles. We're in the end game. Oh, I did not even plan on this 4, 5, 6, 7. There's so many of those tiles out right now. It doesn't even make sense. So what am I going to do? 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, maybe I will keep an eye on a couple of jokers would definitely help. Oh, can't believe I got rid of that 7. What was I thinking? But there's a few up here, and I don't think I got rid of those other ones. I only think I got rid of one, which means those 2 had gone out at some point early on, which makes this hand really weak. That second from the bottom, and I've got the flowers, so maybe I'll hold the 8 a little bit. Oh, it's just, no, I need this for that. Okay, hang on a second. let me think, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I think I'm just going to forget about that second hand from the bottom with 3 of those 7s out. That's just, I mean, I'm weak here too, but at 29 tiles left, I'm going to need some real help. So let's get
3
this out.
bam, west. 8 dot.
And maybe
Flower.
I'll get some, how can I call that? With such a weak hand right now, I'm just going to ignore it. Too weak, too weak. Oh, of course, 5, 7, 7, 9's going out the door.
5 dot. 2 dot. 1 bam. Soap.
Oh my
5
goodness.
dot.
Where?
7 bam.
5, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. That might be my only hope. It's a foursome. I could call it. And then I have all that toward Mah Jongg. Oh, really great. Why don't I call it and see what happens? I think this could be a little glimmer of hope. I need just a couple more jokers or picks or something, and you never know. Miracles happen. 5. How many 5s are out? 2, I think. Okay, I think I'm going to call it. For consecutive run, line 3A. I'm going to try it.
Mah Jongg.
Oh, he was going to, oh my God, he needed my 7, so he got priority position to call it. So, wow, Wes gave him the Mah Jongg. Wes threw that 7 bam. I wanted to call it, but I got bumped out of priority position for that. Look at that. And look at the tiles. I had a partner there with the 5, 6, 7 anyway. Oh my God. Okay, that was kind of a messy, messy hand. Oh, you don't get any jokers and you can't call and your tiles go out. And yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. All right, so 5, 6, 7, 8, consecutive run, line 2, punk kong, punk kong. Joe is playing Winds and Dragons, line 2. I love that hand, and that hasn't come my way tonight at all. Any like numbers, line 1 for Wes, and coming in very nice. My hand was not very pretty.
First
Let's
Charleston.
try it again. No jokers again. What is going on? Whoa, and we've got some wins there. What can we do with our wins? We have no dragons. We could try and collect wins. We could keep the 2. We could keep the 5 for the 2025 singles. We could try it. We have north and south, 2 west, and not heavy on one side or the other. With the rest of the tiles, no multiples. I've got 3 evens, 4 odds. Some run stuff going on with 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. If I wanted to keep that for the possible 2. This is not that pretty, to be honest. So let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 evens. Keep the low end stuff. Let's see. I don't know. It's 3, 4, 5. It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Let me look at the singles and pairs just because. Northeast, west with the numbers in Rusty. Yeah, I'm so far away from even really keeping track of any of that right now. Unless I were to do the 3, 4, 5, 6 with the singles or the 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, I don't know. Kind of a messy mess, right? All right, so I've got 6s east and west. I've got another south. Let's see. We might have to just collect wins. I don't like doing that at all. Me don't like it. 2025. And I'd have to give up everything here anyway for 2025. And only East and West would make sense. Boy, that like numbers hand from last year would be nice right about now with the sixes. I guess I'll do this for now. Not the way I want it to be going. Maybe I do need to keep these and now break this stuff up and I'm just going to keep the wins. And try, I should have kept that 5, but it was a totally different suit. So it looks like the wins is in my picture here, and they kind of got to go where they take you, these tiles. So I'm going to continue.
Second Charleston.
And I'll do this, this, and this. And then, let's see, I got another south. And so couple of the hands that would make sense would be line 1A, line 3. But I have to worry about 2 pairs there. Never know. And we'll do these.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, that's nice. Because 2025 could be in the picture, and that would be the second hand from the bottom. And I don't need 4 souths for that, but you never know what's going to happen. So we'll do 2.
4 crack.
And now it's again one of those things where I just got to let luck help me out here a little bit. And
7 crack.
keep the
5
2
crack.
0 and the 2 and the 5, and maybe I'll get a 0 and a 2. It'll give me another
9
little
dot.
flexibility. So line 1, line 3, line 6, possibly. Who knows? Maybe even the concealed hand if I get some dragons.
Soap.
Oh, I would have liked that in my hand. For sure.
4 dot. 9 dot. 6 bam. 3 bam. 8 crack. 8 bam. 4 dot. 2 crack.
Yeah, I'd like that too. So that means I have 2 more shots to get that 2 in my hand.
8 dot. Red. East. 8 crack.
A little too early for that east to call
8
that
bam.
yet.
4
So
crack.
not even thinking about it at this
8
point.
bam.
Wait for 1
7
more.
bam.
See what happens.
1 bam. North.
Okay, too early for that, unfortunately. Yep. And for the 3 there, that leaves me without any jokers. Way too early for line 1B, even in that configuration.
1 bam.
Too bad.
8 dot.
Okay, look at that. So for that hand, we don't need any flowers. And let's see how it would look. Let's move it together. See if there's a worth risking it. All right, make believe the flowers aren't there. I'd call the next north. I need a pair here. I have the west. I have the south. I need a soap. So that is definitely something that, would be risky because I need 2 pairs. Line 3, I have my flowers. I could call a flower. I need the pair here. I need a pair here. I could call the west, and I have the south. Now, I'm probably going to go this way because this gives me, and get rid of these. This gives me a little more flexibility to pivot to line 1 or line 3 at this point. And I think that's the way I got to go. Even though I would like to do that, I think it might be the smarter way to go. I'd love to risk it though. No, one east is out. It is, I am closer to that hand. Much closer. Maybe I should risk it. Well, let me see if I'm closer. Once I discard, I'll be 3 tiles away from Mah Jongg with this one. Calling the east, depending on the north, depending on the soap. One soap is out, one east is out. If I go with the flower hand, which allows me to also, although I can also pivot to line 1 regardless of what hand, but if I do the flower hand, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, called the west, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's 3. It's 3 and 3, right? Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, it's the same. Oh my God. Which hand do you want me to try? I think both are going to allow me to pivot. So I'm feeling like maybe this would be the more fun hand to try. And if we go dead, we go dead. So there we go. Flower, hold on. Wait, not that one. I think I was saying this one. 2, 0, 2, 5. Move away. 2, 0, 2, 5. I can also change the configuration depending on what comes in, because on the left side of that line, line 7 rather, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's different configurations on the left and right. I think I might do this, hold this for now, and get rid of the flowers. And then I still have line 1 if all else fails. Okay, either way, it could work out for me either way. So I'm going to do that.
Flower call, 1 crack.
Now, if somebody doesn't take it before I get there, that would be very nice.
Joker swap,
No.
6 dot.
Oh, that would have been very pretty.
6 crack. 9 dot. 4 bam. 9 bam. 3 dot. 4 bam. 6 bam. Red. Flower. 3 crack call, red. 2 crack. 7 crack, 2 dot.
Or north.
Call, 8 dot.
Ooh, okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 crack, 4 crack. Consecutive run line 2B.
6 dot.
Come on, give me some tiles.
8 bam, flower. 2 bam. 6 dot. 9 bam, west.
Okay, if I call the west for the left side, and I can call the east, I've got the 2 souths that I'm holding, and it can also work for line 1A. So I'm going to call that for a pung, because it could be used in both positions for line 1A or line 7A. I'm going to call it. Why not?
Call. Flower. Green. 7 crack. 4 dot. Red. 7 crack. 9 bam. 6 bam.
Okay, that's working out there. Okay, so for north, east, west, south, right now, if we were to play line 1, excuse me, I could call the, hold on. Oh my God, this is going to be in the playback unless I write down where I'm at and the time and cut it out. I don't like to have all that uploaded to YouTube. Okay, so line one, if I play that, then I could call the east. I have the south, and we'd have to get rid of the 2025. If we play that seventh hand, I've got the east, and I've got all that. That is really very pretty, but it's risky. I hear my husband saying, if I go with this, if I do this, I have to get either a north or a south to be set. If I abandon this hand and go with line one, which is certainly the easier hand, I have to get rid of the twos, cracks, and the five. What would you like me to do? I'll go with the vote. Take the chance on the hand that I'm closest to. Well, there is one north and one east out. That I'm well aware of that one. Yes. Well, the east I don't have to worry about because I already have the joker for that. It's the soap, right? Randy said go for it. Yeah. One soap is out and one north is out. Randy says go for it. Got another go for it. All right, I'm going to go for it. Go for it. All right, I'm doing it. I'm taking a chance. What else here? Another one, go for it. Okay, I'm going to do it. All right, let me make sure I'm doing this right. So, oh, actually, you know what? For that hand on that side, I actually only need a pair of souths. So I actually do have two extras. So I'm only one tile closer in actuality. All right, here we go. Oh, this is a big risk.
South. 9 crack. 7 bam. Joker swap. 1 bam.
Oh, figures. Now I would get that.
West. 5 bam. 7 dot. Call. 5 crack.
Oh boy, a pung of flowers and a Kong of sevens. So line 13579, 13579, line 5, left or right side. We don't know which, but it's left or right side. Very interesting. At least we know what you're playing, Wes.
8 crack. 1 crack.
Look at that. We don't even need that. Now I'm going to get all these tiles, and I should have gone the other way, huh? And I gave up the south. Now I would have been in much better shape for line one. Hindsight is 2020, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Let's see. This, I gave up the south. I would need the joker there now. Oh, it's killing me right now. Killing me. We can't go backward. Unfortunately, we can't go backward. I have to give up a joker. The only way is if I wanted to take a risk and get and know that I have to get one more joker. And then I can call the east and I can call the north. And I have to get one joker. I don't know. I guess I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing. Well,
Joker. 6 dot. Green. 9 crack.
amazing. 222, amazing.
Flower. 7 bam. 3 crack. 4 dot. 5 crack. 2 bam. 6 bam. 1 crack.
Hmm.
8 dot. 9 crack. Green. 9 crack. 4 bam. 3 bam.
19 tiles left.
2 bam. 1 bam.
You guys realize like I would have been set for Mahjong if I went the other way with all these jokers, but what would the chances be that someone else, they wouldn't have called and wouldn't have changed the picking? And oh, this is a killer. I can't change up
Joker.
now. It's
Green.
too late.
1 crack. 8 crack.
Oh, I just want to kill myself right now. I don't really want to.
Joker.
But oh my
Flower.
God. What the heck?
Joker. Joker.
Oh, they're breaking up their hand as well. Okay, so we just got lots of jokers thrown out the door here. Oh my God.
2 bam. Joker. 4 crack.
Everybody's breaking their hand up.
Joker.
All righty. Let's see. I don't think I have to worry about anything right now other than the fact that it's only 4 tiles left and I'm not going to make the hand, so
Joker.
I'll play
4
it
bam.
safe. Oh my God.
9 dot.
This was
3 bam.
sad. This is going to be, I'm not saying a word. I'm just grateful for the fact that I could be here with you tonight and you could see how tortured I am. Yeah. Okay.
South wall game.
Well, we each got 10 points. That's better than nothing. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. All right. I'm just going to call it a night because that is crazy. That one was really a challenging hand. Okay, so you see there's a lot of luck involved. Once you make the decisions and you just don't know the way you're going to go, and it is just sometimes challenging. Guys, thank you for joining me tonight. And if you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, please head over to MahjCon, MahjCon, subscribe, click the bell so you get notifications. Give me a thumbs up. I do post a lot of content on there and occasionally do special live stream events. This was a nutty night, I agree, but it's the way the game goes. And until I see you all again, practice, practice, practice. Good night.